Hello. Um, Today I am making a big red London bus. When I first had an idea of making a bus, I wanted to make a yellow school bus, because for the first time ever, this year, well, the first time, I went to New York with my family, and when my sister and I saw a school bus for the very first time, me and my sister both freaked out. We were like, "Oh my god, there's a yellow school bus!" Just because we've always seen one in like American films or like American TV, and this was the first time we're seeing ones for ourselves with our own eyeballs, and we both sort of like got very excited. We even took a photo of one when it was stationary. But as I started to build a bus, I decided to make a big red London bus. I don't know why, I just did. Decided to make a Route Master bus just because they have a slightly different shape to a more normal bus that you may see driving around London. Just because they have a bit more curve. Like here at the front of the bus, that they have bus, they have a bit of a more curviness to them, and they have like they're not just two rectangles stacked on top of each other. I know that's the shape of a bus, but when you're building, you want like a bit of a challenge. Well, I did anyway. That's why I built a bus, because I wanted to make something that didn't look like a normal house. Because I've been building a lot of like normal-ish looking houses, and I just wanted to make something different, and yeah, and I came up with a bus. That's what I did. Right now, I'm doing the back of the bus. There's a lot of posters on the back of the bus. Right now, I'm doing using shelves to make sort of like air vents. The picture that I found back of a bus had sort of like air like staggered. That's it. Staggered air vents. I think they're air vents. I don't actually know. And so I just used shelves because they didn't look like the Get Famous one that I just pulled out. Some of them did, but the picture I was looking at didn't. I had to make the wall slightly bigger because there is a lot on the back of this bus. It also kind of makes sense that the wall should be taller at the bottom, because I always find you have to slightly duck or bow your head slightly on the upper floor, because it's not as tall. Just putting in some posters to represent the posters that are normally sort of like selling you theatre productions like The Lion King or Phantom. I'll be moving in shortly. Oh yeah, I put a red extinguisher in there just because it was red. I do put in like little benches at the front of the bus, because some people do say the best seats on a bus are the ones upstairs at the front of the bus. So I thought that would be like a nice little touch. So I'm very happy with it. I didn't know how to decorate this bus. So I did look up online to see what other people in the real world have done, because some people do live in buses. I watched a video where someone took a holiday in a bus. They stayed in a bus. But mainly they just look like suburban home. So that didn't really help me. But so I just started off with the kitchen, like I normally do, and use my favourite kitchen counters. I did want to use the island living counters. I don't have the game pack yet. Is it game pack? It's expansion pack, the big pack. I don't have that yet. And normally I think by now I'll be sort of like wanting to be like hungry for more items. But with the new sort of like cheat update with where you can use live objects, I don't think I'm quite hungry for new objects. So I just used my favourite kitchen counters in blue and used a red stove and just went for like a red, white and blue colour scheme thing. White and blue normally look quite seasidey, and so I kind of leaned into that quite a lot. I think I leaned quite into it. I don't know. Perhaps I didn't. Perhaps I could have gone further into the more seasidey, beachy thing. But I really like how it turned out. There is a lot of blue and a lot of cats and dogs items in this house. So apologies if you don't have that. But they cats and dogs do the expansion pack. They do have nice items for like seasidey, beachy themed houses. I did want to use lots of items that I wouldn't normally use in a build, because I want to make every build that I make look different. I don't want them to all look the same, because I think I'm at danger of doing that, because I tend to stick to the same item. So for this build I'm trying to use things that I wouldn't normally use, like the cats and dogs pet beds. I wouldn't normally use them. I'm also using a lot of like knick-knacks. No, again, something that I wouldn't normally do, mainly because it takes a lot of time to clutter a house. Even a small one, I find it takes a lot of time to clutter a house. So, and also I think it kind of suits a picture of the sim that would live here. The picture I've got that would live here would like collect stuff as they walk around, and they just like take it home with them, and then we'll find a place to put it. So yeah, I wouldn't normally go for that little lighthouse lamp myself, or this grandma lamp, because it's generally not in the style that I would go for, but I think it suited this house, bus and the sim that would live in here. And like I said, I wouldn't normally use like the pet stuff that comes in cats and dogs, because I don't really play The Sims. I mainly build, and when I build I just really forget about pets, but I don't know, it just felt right to put pet stuff in here. The red I do put into pet bowls. The red one at the moment you can use, but blue one that I do put in later on, I don't think you see it, but I do put a blue one in. You may need to move that. I did test it. I don't think I moved it, but I did test it, and the Sims can't bend over or crouch down and put pet food in there, so you may need to move that. Yeah, so like I said, I'm just putting lots of knickknacks about and clutter. There really isn't much to put on the walls, because there's windows on the walls, so there aren't many pictures on the walls. I think the only pictures downstairs are those cats and dogs ones just above the TV. Yeah, I do put 2 mirrors in there, because my thinking was at the time was the Sims, I didn't test this out, so I forgot about it. The Sims probably can't get to the first mirror by the still life stuff. So I put in the other mirror, but then I thought then I'll just put stuff in front of it. So I'm not entirely sure if the first mirror that I just put in, if the Sims can get to that, but I like it. It seems like a thing that the Sim I have in mind would do. And also it's a small space, so it flex and makes things bigger. So there we go. There's something happening. Going upstairs. Yeah, this is 2 bedrooms. Did change the shape of the kids' bedrooms, like, just because I don't think the Sims could walk to the front of the bus. I did sort of like rehearse, well, not rehearse, but I did sort of what's the word? Decorate. I did decorate the parents' bedroom without recording it on purpose, just so I wasn't spending lots of time trying to make me mind up, because I am very aware that I am very slow. So if you're wondering where that cats and dogs light in the bathroom came from, that's where I've got to delete it. Yeah, so it's a very neutral coloured bedroom. I really like the cats and dogs bed and the duvet cover. And that seems really cozy because you'll like wrap that up around you. I don't put, these are the only curtains I put in the entire bus house thing. Mainly because I did try to put blinds on the windows. It just made it look very cluttered, and there isn't a lot of space in this. It's quite a big space. I mean, it's quite a roomy room. This room. Yeah, you can see really closely when I go downstairs. If I do go downstairs again, there is another pet though. You may need to move it though. When I shot the screenshots, I wasn't too happy with the colours. There are the same colours in the room. I just moved them about a bit. I can't remember where I moved them, but I made the red bit more prominent, I think. I can't remember. Took the screenshots quite a while ago. But yeah, this is the kids' bedroom. I quite like it. I quite like doing kids' bedrooms. I don't know why. I just find them a lot easier to do. Again, I don't know why. What am I doing? I don't know, spinning around. So tempted to sing a song. I'm really happy that I found this build. Oh yeah, this bed. Oh yeah, this bed came in there. It was really nice. It's a really nice bed. Oh, I do put a toy chest also at the front of the dog, or off the front of the bus, just because it gives that part of the hallway a bit of functionality. But I also do put in, I don't show you this, but because it was a last minute thought, I do put in a bookcase against the shelf, so your Sims can read your books out the front of the bus. Just doing the bathroom, shrunk the light down because I was kind of afraid that the Sims couldn't walk underneath it, because that is a low hanging line. This is a shorter wall height than the downstairs. Oh, just saw that it's coming up to 40 minutes. I managed to talk all the way through. Yeah. Yes, I did try out the staircase banisters. So I not to use them because they're either too traditional or just too modern, and it didn't really suit the build. So I decided not to. Bit unsafe, but it's The Sims. The Sims can get with Father Claus, or whatever his name is, Father Winter, or they can become mermaids, or they can do other stuff. They can get flower bunnies. So I don't really think it matters if there's banisters on the stairs. I didn't know what I was doing for the garden. Normally I would just like chuck flowers at it and hope for the best. Because I wanted to make the bus the centre of attention. I'm really pleased with this though. It looks like a road. It's like a little road that the bus would go on. Oh. Yeah, I'm coming up to the end of the build really. Just doing the garden. I really like the fact that we now have all these objects that you would normally see around the world. This sort of makes it blend in easier. Oh, that arch thing changed it, just sort of like changed the entire back garden. Anyway, now I can't do the screenshots. I don't know, when do I fade out? I think I fade out now because I thought I use that fence when I don't. Thank you. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I like that photo. I hope I see you next time, even though I can't see you. Bye.